There we go. There's one.
Where he catches
that might be a big
the
one.
biggest bass.
That might be a big one. Got him. Got him. There's a good one. There's another one. And there's somebody watching me. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, oh my gosh. That was a good bite. There we go. There we go. There's another one. There we go. That one flew.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to do a little bit of science. I was walking around Walmart about a month ago, and I was walking down the clearance aisle because, you know, I like to check the clearance. Put you on real quick. The clearance sometimes has really good fishing deals on like some things that are normally higher priced that just don't sell. So like Berkeley Vanish Fluoro, I used to get that out of the clearance section. It's not as good as a trilene. It's like a scale below, but it's not like spider wire. It's way better than like the spider wire fluorocarbon. But in my adventures, I came across this Texas rig lure kit. It looked good enough to where I'm like, and this actually might be a pretty good value for $2.50. So we're gonna look and see what's inside of it. Inside of our kit, we have a full book full of Texas rigging lures and options and some hints from the pros to help us catch some Texas rigged fish. Open up a world of fishing. This creme like creme de la creme. Lure book kit contains a supersized selection of our top selling high quality soft lures and our best rig hooks and weights, plus some tips and tricks from the pros. Soft plastic lures for your Texas rig. All creme soft plastic lures from worms, lizards, creatures can be fished in extremely dense vegetation, which we have here. We got some dense vegetation, so we're gonna see if that's true or not. Which I know I'm not gonna flip a lightweight into this grass. Texas rig is one of the most popular ways to fish a soft plastic lure for bass and heavy cover. This kit contains everything you need to get started Texas rig. I mean, for $2.50, if I'm just getting started, this thing is what, $6 normal? I think $3 is right where I would want to be on this kit. But the cool thing is you get one of each lure, but you only get one is also like the good and the bad thing about this kit. So it looks like we got looks like a brush hog, a big worm, looks like some zoom stuff. I'm gonna check and see if it's zoom or not. It's like a little worm with some swimming tail on it. Do we have a lizard? A lizard used to be my favorite. Yeah, we got 2 lizards. So try dark colors on a cloudy day or in murky water. We kind of got some murky dark water going on today. Lighter colors work great in bright light or clear water. Lizards, that's what got me into bass fishing. So today I brought 3 of my favorite Texas rig rods. I'm gonna rig them up. We're gonna get this stuff out on the water and we're gonna test it out. I mean, granted, it's Texas rig stuff, so it should work, but I really just kind of want to see if we're gonna be 100% honest. Is this kit worth it or not? I feel like personally, yes. Also, it is spawn. I haven't caught any fish off of beds, but I know for a fact they're spawning. We've had probably one of the best springs that I've ever had since I've been fishing, especially making YouTube videos. I feel like our Easter snap already happened, where we're rocking and rolling from here on out. Wherever you go, the fishing should be biting. They're definitely in that spawn. I think they should be in spawn. I'm not sure about here, but we are in kind of like that South Alabama range, so it should be pretty warm. They should be ready to go, ready to start firing off on some Texas rigs. I don't think there's a better time to review this kit. Let's see, Texas rig kit, open up a world technique. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get this stuff rigged up, and we gotta pick and see what we think we should use first out of our kit. I will say I did bring some of my own weights, just because one, these weights looked a little big for my liking, because I knew we were coming out here and this pond isn't super deep, but also I could go weightless. I don't have to use the weights. We brought 3 combos. I'm gonna show you all these real quick. So first we have the Abu Garcia Zeta Limited. I don't know if these things, I've never seen these in stores. I've only seen them online, but it's like a baby blue. It should transfer on camera pretty well, but just in case it doesn't, it's like a baby blue 7-foot medium heavy with the Abu Garcia Zeta reel 7:1 I want to say. Yeah, 7:1 gear ratio. So just perfect combo for anything that you really want to do with it. Next combo we got is a Abu Garcia Xenon X combo. This is a 6:8:1 gear ratio reel with a 7.3 medium heavy Fantasista X rod. This is another one of those combos. This is a high dollar combo, but it's one of those that you can pretty much do anything with as well. This is a Revo SX, the best reel, $100 reel that Abu makes. is this one. If you want to spend $100 on a reel, all day, right? This is a 7-1 to 1, 7-3 to 1 gear ratio reel, and a 7-foot extra fast medium heavy rod. So 3 rod and reel setups that are pretty much perfectly suited for Texas rigs. We're gonna rig up all 3 with Texas rigs and get to popping, or get to fishing. It's like a Ziploc bag on each side. That's pretty cool. That's cool. I do like that. It gives bonus points for having the zipper on each side. What about for the hooks? The hooks, that's actually pretty, that's a smart idea. I like that. Let's see what size hooks we got. The only thing is, I will say, I mean, for $250, it's a sample pack, and it looks like all this stuff you can get at Walmart, but it would be nice if maybe you got a couple of like some of the same, or maybe if you got like a couple of some of the lures instead of just one of each. Because I mean, like, these two are kind of comparable, but you never know. They might want this one more than this one. So when I first saw it, I was like, this is probably some company that like failed and had a whole bunch of overstock stuff, and they wanted to get rid of it. So they put all their stuff in a bag like this, and then they called it their own. But I think this is like, that could be the case still. Could be the case. Cool. It actually shows you how to do it as well. Okay, awesome. I like that. Also, like, a Texas rig is one of those things you kind of have to practice. You got to buy like a cheap pack of worms and get you one hook and then just do it over and over. Because I remember my dad learning how to Texas rig like when I was little, and he had a tackle box full of just Texas rigs that he did the night before. Because it is one of those techniques that like you do one perfect and then you break off on the water, and then it's hard to get back right. So we're gonna give this thing a cast real quick. I've seen some commotion like kind of right here in this area, and kind of see if we can get bit. Another thing I'll tell y'all is one of the best things to do before you even walk down to the water's edge, like I'm talking about when you're standing, you know, back in that dirt patch back there, if you can see it, get a couple casts down at the water's edge, because sometimes there's fish like hanging out right where you're gonna walk down, or like that access point, and you'll spook them off. And you know what I'm talking about. Everybody's done it before. You've done it. You've walked down to the water's edge before and spooked a fish. So I'll say, go down and make a cast, or like, don't go all the way to the water's edge. Make a cast before you get there so you have a chance of catching that fish. My favorite season, Chaco season, baby. I know I promised y'all a review video on this kayak, and I promise it's coming. I'm just trying to form an opinion on it. Because in the previous video, I don't know if y'all have seen that yet, actually. Y'all probably see this one before y'all see that one. But anyway, I just keep telling myself that this isn't an autopilot. I need to stop comparing it to the autopilot. But my number one issue with this kayak, I think, is the price. Man, we got a beautiful evening to be out here this evening. I think that might be one of my favorite things about fishing, especially when it's slow, like an evening when it's slow. I always like to kind of take a second or I'm not gonna say I always do this, I just thought about this. I need to start taking more time when it's slow and not being in such a rush to catch fish all the time, and just say like, wow, this is a beautiful evening, and be thankful to be able to like fish. Because I would be lying to you if I wasn't quick to frustration when I'm not catching fish, especially since it's my job. You know, it's like sometimes fishing trips can be kind of rushed, or almost be forced to not organic. I don't know, this is a fish. I don't think it is. We'll see if we need it today. All right, there's a little open water spot over the top of these trees. I'm in it. Perfect, perfect. This will be a place you catch fish out of, because either way you come around, nobody casts in there. I guarantee there's a fish in it. If I can. Okay, there might not be a fish in it right now, but maybe in a couple hours there'll be a fish in it. I'm gonna switch to another lure. We're gonna try out this brush hog imitation. I don't think any of these lures had names on them. You know what I left in the car? Y'all are gonna think this is funny. I left that dang pack of lures in the car. There we go. There's one. Ooh, that might be a big one. That might be a big one. Don't come on. Oh, that is a big one. On the brush hog. First cast off the switch. Let's go. Let's go. That's a big one. That's a big one. Golly. Oh, thank you, God. Thank you, Lord. Come here. I got him. I got him. Ooh, boys. Look at that one. First cast off of the switch. No blood on the tail. So they might still be spawning. That might be a fluke. Oh my gosh, how awesome is that? I literally just switched too. Hanging out over there under that dock. What a good place to hang out, Mr. Bass. Thank you. That's a good first one. So the thing that we didn't bring today is a scale, which now I kind of wish we had one. It's like that one's 3.5. Not quite 4, definitely 3 though. Good thing is, since we don't have a scale, you'll have to believe whatever I say as far as size goes. Yeah, that one's at least a 6. We'll go 6 on that one. See you later, 6-pounder. That was a fight. Whew, that was a good fight. All right, we're gonna go back with that Texas rig a couple more casts. Why not? It's America. Blue's my favorite color. How about that? First cast on the brush hog. You know, the lizard always used to be my go-to. When I first started bass fishing, the lizard was like the lizard was probably one of the lizards and flukes. A white fluke with a chartreuse tail was like my go-tos. I'm only throwing those. It don't matter. I could be fishing in the ocean. I'm taking my bag of flukes with me. Granted, flukes, like if you had the right setup on a fluke, it probably would work in the ocean. Well, shoot, probably everything will work in the ocean if you're in the right spot. Oh, there's a tree there. Hey, that was pretty good. First fish, a 3-pounder, and like a good fight too. Hey, I'm fond of this kid already. No blood on the tail though. There's another bite. Got him, got him, got him. There's a good one. There's another one, and there's somebody watching me. So I gotta do my, don't get snagged. I gotta do my professional fisherman impression. Oh, my plastic done ran up the line. I look like a real pro out here, boys. Look at that. We're on them. We got it all dialed in already. We just started. Hey, don't flip. Just boat hand flip. There we go. There's another one. It's number 2. How about that? It's hard to beat, boys. Number 2. Check it out. That's awesome. See you later, son. Man, what a good time. All right, should we switch or should we stick to the brush hog? I mean, I fished down that bank a pretty good ways with that worm and nothing ate it. So maybe they're just on a brush hog kick. I'm thankful to have this kid out here with me today because maybe it'll talk some sense into me for like fishing kayak tournaments. I still haven't fished my first one yet this year. But I never switch plastics. I tie one on and I try to force feed them. So maybe that's a sign I need to start doing better about switching up my plastics. That's 2 fish back to back. Now I got to pick this area apart a little bit better than what I've been doing. And see, that's the thing also about only having one of each of these lures is like when it gets all chewed up on one side, yeah, I can flip it over and fish the other side, but if at all possible, I would like to have another one, you know. So eventually these things are going to break off. This is pretty good plastic though. It feels nice and sturdy. That's another reason why I brought that box of terminal with me, because I'll probably go with the smaller hook once this brush hog gets all chewed up. It's a smaller hook. I'll be able to, you know, hook it in a different spot, hook the body in a different spot, so I don't have to worry about losing. Right here by the fish feeder also. Maybe it's getting ready for feeding time. You know, I've never seen a fish feeder go off in this pond. A lot of times these fish feeders are empty. So like, what's the point? You might as well put them on Marketplace or sell a couple of them so you can afford to put money in them or put food in them. Why do we got empty fish feeders sitting out here? that's 2 fish out of this one spot right here. Let's see, let's go over here. So some areas that I like to look for whenever I'm fishing a Texas rig, like we're coming up into some grass, so places where the grass will break and there's more bank than grass. So like you kind of see that spot right there where there's a break in the grass and there's bank. That's a place I would want to cast to. Like ridges or depressions in the grass. So like if it's straight, then it comes out. I want to cast like right where it comes out at, because that can be an ambush point. I want to cast at the point of that, and I want to cast on the back side of like the hump. And that's exactly in the order I would do it. I cast in the front, I would cast in the middle, and then I'd cast on the back. You'd never want to make too far of a cast, especially like if you have a really good promising area, because if you catch one all the way in the back, you know, if I cast all the way to the back of this pocket and I catch one and there's 30 more in this pocket, chances are I'm going to spook every single fish in this pocket. So that's my little 2 cents on where I'm going to cast. But also, like on this bank, I've caught 2 fish, both kind of close to that fish feeder. Granted, it doesn't have any food in it. It might have ran out yesterday. The fish might know, you know, those 2 bass, especially that one bigger one. That was a big one. That one's up there sneaking and popping bluegill when they come up to eat, if that thing is even running. So really and truly, like this cast I just made is too far. I should have cast at the point of this grass right here on the back side of it in that little depression, because now if I catch one right here, the chances are I'm probably going to ruin my chances or hurt my chances. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, oh my gosh. I had him in the kayak. Oh my gosh, that sucks on my part. I suck at it. I literally had him in the kayak. I reeled into him. I didn't know he was. Come here. Oh man, that one's bigger than the first one, I think. Golly, look at that one. It's one on the worm. Is that number 3? Check that out. That's a big one. I didn't know he was hooked, and he came literally over the front of the kayak. And I should have just stopped right there and tried to catch him in the kayak, but it all happened so fast. He got a little bit of blood on his tail, or she. Just a little bit. Not a lot. I don't know. I always feel like the spawn's supposed to be earlier than what it is. Here we go. Like every year, I feel like, oh man, I miss the spawn, but then June comes around. Like last year, I was catching fish off of beds at a lake that's not too far from here, probably about an hour from here in June. And like multiple, it wasn't just like one late spawner. It was just like one pocket that was spawning. It was like the whole lake was just now spawning in June. And I mean like locked on beds, fish swimming shallow around the beds, bass chasing bass. So you could, you know, go back in the pocket and catch 5 or 6. Cool, there's one on the worm. So far we got a worm fish, we have a brush hog fish, we have that's it, worm and brush hog. We don't have anything on the lizard yet. These weights weren't too heavy. I kind of thought that they might be a little heavy for today. But they're working out perfect too, because we got a little bit of wind. So like they're kind of canceling each other out. I think we're gonna try to fish with this worm a little bit. We'll fish the brush hog. I think we might finish this lap with the 3 lures we have tied on. Then we'll have to stop back at the truck and get that pack. I can't believe I left that pack in the car. Like later in the summer, I like throwing one of these worms, but it's like 10 inches long and you can catch a lot of fish on it. It's just a big presentation that I find they seem to like. This whole area, this next little segment looks pretty fishy. I almost felt like it could have been a bluegill. There he is. That wasn't a bluegill. Let's go. Let's go. I saw a comment last video. It's like, dude, why are you always laughing when you catch a fish? Because I get happy. I'm not going to be thugging trying to catch fish. This is cool. But I've already caught one this big. It could be a 1, 2, 3 pounder. It's still fun. Or an ouncer. Is this a bass? He's not. He's bassing, but he hasn't like really. I know it's a bass, but
He's not really bassing. He's biting hard. Dang, they are so healthy in here. So they put trout in this pond over the winter. This one might be big, or he's foul hooked. He might be bigger than what I think. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, he choked it too. That's probably part of the reason. No, he's hooked in the corner of the mouth. Come on, there we go. That's a fat one. That one's eating. That one's ate a trout. Golly, every single one of these fish in here is large. I talked to a guy when I first stopped out here. He was like, "Hey man, how's the fishing?" I was like, "I don't know. I ain't been here in about 6 months or so." But this is one of those places when it's on, it can be really on. Look at that one. That one's fat. Got some girth to him. Awesome. I would love to look and see what's in his stomach. All right, see you later. That's number 4 on the brush hog. I don't know. We're gonna keep fishing this brush hog since it's working. I mean, I've had $2. I've had more than $2.50 worth of fun. I don't know about y'all, but this is awesome. This is going really good. Let's see. We haven't ripped our plastic yet. And what a good evening. So when your plastic gets to the point where it's kind of hard to use or hard to re-rig, or you can't re-rig it, all you have to do is flip it over. It's like a brand new plastic, and you can catch, 3, 4, 5 more fish, depending on how bad it is. Some plastic isn't like that, but most of the ones that, a lot of the ones that I throw, I find most of the time you can just flip them. But also it depends on the shape of the bait. Some baits that's not gonna work. Once it's done, it's done. But especially like a lot of like your creature baits, as long as you have the right size hook, or change the size of your hook. That's another thing you can do, because if you're throwing a 3/0 and you go down to a 2/0, a lot of times in soft plastics, when they're eating it like they're eating it today, it's not really that big of a deal. So you can go down in the size of your hook, or go up if you have more room to go up, and you'll be hooking the bait in a different place. And of course that only works for the body of the bait. The head, you can just bite that off if it's a worm, or if it's a bait where you have enough space to bite the head off of it. Cool. Oh, they opened this pond up. This pond is a lot longer than what it used to be. I'm excited to get back in here because this is the way the wind's blowing. And if I had to write like a how-to fishing book, that would always be tip number 1, is go to the wind-blown side of the bank. Whichever way the wind's blowing, go fish that way. Try to position myself so this wind isn't cutting across the mic on y'all. It worked out perfect today. There's another one. There we go. I need to tighten up my drag. That's not a crazy big one. Oh, he came off. Dadgummit. Dadgummit. He came off. I loosened my drag up on that other one because he was fighting so good, and I didn't want to lose him. What's that, 5? 4 on the brush hog? They're killing this brush hog today. I don't think Berkeley makes a brush hog. Can we change that? There's another one. There we go. There we go. Oh, he's running too. He took off. Hey, there's some little ones over here. That's 2 back to back. Maybe it's the same one. Maybe. Oh my gosh, look how hard they're pulling, man. You can see these fish aren't that big, but they are pulling hard. Actually, this one might be pretty big. Oh, he's actually a pretty good one. That might be the manliest scream I've ever done. Hey, calm down. I got you now. It's too late to fight now. Golly, every single fish we've caught this evening has been like this too. This is awesome. Thank you, Lord, for this day. Thank you, Lord. Man. Thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Getting it done, baby. Look at that one, boys. That one has some blood on their tail too. Look at that. That's not a bad one by any means. Ooh, that was a good bite. There we go. There we go. There's another one. There we go. That one flew. Golly. I'd say what a perfect evening to come out here and do a Texas rig video, baby. Golly, this is awesome. I don't even know what fish number that is, like 7 or 8. Man, there's a lot of fish right through there. Was that 4 that I caught in that little area right there? And as you see, there's like a big point. There's like a grass point out there. And then right in that little stretch, 4 fish were hanging out. Just a perfect little ambush point. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a couple more. Like if I work this all the way back to the boat, I don't know, a lot of the fish have been kind of up on the surface of the grass, which is cool. But there's a chance if I work this all the way back to the boat, one could come over and get it as well. You can see there's like a whole grass patch out here. This pond has been like, they did something different out here because it used to stop kind of where all this grass is out in the middle. So they've opened it up a little bit, which I will say, there has been a few times that I've been fishing out here and I've hooked some big ones like back in here, but I never land them. But I mean, they're like, you know, they're ones that got big heads on them. And I've never seen the fish, but like I know for a fact they're fish because I fought them. Like one night I was flipping back here. Should have made a video. I was flipping on this side and I hooked into one and it never came up, but it was like, either I was on a brick or I had hooked, you know, a dang whale shark in this pond, or there's one. Oh, got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. Come here. I've gotten 3 bites back here. This is the first one I've landed. Look how far that weight has traveled up my line. There we go. All right, don't make too much ruckus. You came off, he came off. I was gonna flip him. That's okay. Hey, that would have been, I think this was bite 7, that one's 8. I've had 2 bites back here, but like this last one I know for a fact was a bite. This one over here, that coulda, shoulda, woulda been a bite. I caught a few on the worm, but it's kind of cool to see how, seems like the creature lures have just gotten so much more attention from the fish. Like the creature ones are the ones that they really just have keyed in on so far, and they don't like they get them and they swim off with them. So this little pocket right here would be another good area for a fish to hide in. There we go. I didn't even register. I couldn't see my line. I didn't register that was a fish. There we go. There's another one. Man, this side's been a lot slower. I wonder if they've kind of like pulled off of the grass. You know, if I would have came down this side, it would have been just as good or what. But I'm happy I went the way I went to start off. I might be throwing something totally different on this side. All right, boys, there is another one. This one's good and fat. That one's not missing any meals. Still no bloody tail. We've seen a little bit of blood, but not a lot. Hopefully y'all can see this one okay. How big do you think he is? I'd say at least 6-7 pounds.